Hello guys, so as promised, I'm here at the Grenadier VIP event. First things first, my misunderstanding, I thought we'll be driven in it, but actually it's not happening. When am I going to be able to drive the Grenadier actually?
So production starts in July.
Okay.
Delivery start in September. So between those two dates, as it were,
Okay.
we will have demonstrators and vehicles for you to actually drive. We're also planning to do events where you can drive the vehicles on the road and off the road as well. So you get the complete picture of what the vehicle feels like on the front.
Okay, and that's likely to be around July?
I would anticipate July.
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
Again,
fair enough. I won't hold you to it, I'm just checking.
I mean, the problem is, because there's so much demand for the vehicle, it's been unprecedented.
Okay.
I have never worked with a vehicle that has had unfettered interest in it, but just like universal praise. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
So because of that, everyone wants to get hold of a car. We're not talking about just the UK, we're talking about
global.
America, Australia, Middle East.
Okay, but who comes first? I mean,
we come first.
Good.
We come first.
Did you hear that? We come first. We are first on the list.
Yeah, we're first on the list. So, because we're Ineos at the day. I mean, it's a UK company, but there's because the interest in Australia, because of its demographics, its geography.
Yes.
There's so much interest in it. America starts next year.
Okay.
But interest is building up.
Okay.
But we will get the first cars.
Okay.
I think Jim Ratcliffe's going to have one. His son's going to get one.
Okay.
So you'll see them around. You will see the very, very first ones
around Knightsbridge.
Knightsbridge,
Chelsea.
Belgrave,
okay.
So,
there you go. Jim Ratcliffe and his son will have theirs roaming around Chelsea and Knightsbridge. So I'll be there.
Yeah, just to build up demand, because the people that we've currently had about 15,000 reservations. That was a few months ago.
Yes.
Probably close to 16, 17,000. That's people that have never seen a vehicle, have heard the vehicle through social media.
Yes.
Nothing else. There's no TV advertising.
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
Yes.
People are just dying to see his car. I mean, you can see behind us.
I can. And this is the prototype, right? This is the prototype 2B.
This one, no, this one is even earlier than the prototype.
Oh, really?
It's a show vehicle. It's built by Pininfarina. It's
built by who? Sorry.
Pininfarina.
Okay, Pininfarina. Yes.
Yeah, we've been styling Ferrari for like since their inception until recently.
Yes.
They style the most beautiful cars, but Pininfarina built this car to showcase to the management and Jim Ratcliffe what the vehicles look like internally.
Okay.
In terms of the final passenger version, there will be detailed differences, but because this car is completely hand built, there's only two in the world. The other one's in Australia.
Okay. So we feel very special today.
Yeah.
Only two of these in the world, and we have one here in the UK.
To replace the vehicle runs into millions.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah. So.
Okay. I'll be careful. I'll be very careful. Thanks so much for that, Aktar. So there you go. No driving today. But around July, we should have vehicles we can test drive before people then go ahead and make the deposit. Right, if I can have you back, please. So I've got some questions that people have asked me to ask here. And Aktar has kindly agreed to answer some of my questions as best as he can.
Yeah.
So we'll do.
I'll do my best. I will not avoid any questions. I'll answer them as you need.
Perfect. Right, so the first question from Kimberly Overland. It is the steering wheel central to the seat, or is it to the left or to the right?
No, the steering wheel is central to the seat. Because internal ergonomics are incredibly important for the vehicle, so it's completely normal. You're not going to be skewed to one side, left or right.
Like a Defender?
Not like a Defender. I didn't want to say it. But yeah, like a Defender. To give you an idea, Defender's been out for how many, 70 years, something of that nature. Back then, even earlier, the average height of a human being or a man in the UK was about 5 foot tall.
Yeah.
We're a bit taller now, closer to 6 foot. So as things have changed, people have grown taller, the vehicles have got bigger, but also ergonomics, it has to be 100%.
To be honest, I couldn't agree with that. I had a 90, I couldn't agree more with that rather. I had a 90. And one of the reasons why I studied beside ULEZ is because it was so small. I mean, I would drive for about 4 hours and my knees would be hurting.
Yeah, you're tall.
Yeah, I'm 6'4", 6'4.5".
I wanted to be 6'4" when I was growing up. It didn't pan out, as you can tell. We've had gentlemen and people and ladies.
Yes.
There will be ladies out there as well. But
yes, certainly.
we've had a few gentlemen who are like 6'6". They get in the car for the versions that they have been able to try out for size, as it were, slide the seat back, and it's been entirely comfortable and perfect. Ergonomics are perfect. Bear in mind, this vehicle has been built by Magna Steyr, so they've been building G-Wagons for the last 40 odd years.
Yes.
They know how to build a car.
Gotcha.
Just in terms of build quality, engineering, but also ergonomics as well.
Gotcha.
It's unacceptable that a car can be one-dimensional. So
except the Defender, which we all love.
Except the Defender, but I don't know.
We all love it. It's an exception there.
No, the Defender
it's iconic.
Absolutely, but because of that, everyone loves the Defender because of what it can do.
Yes.
But equally, there's a lot of things that Defender could do better.
Yeah.
So this vehicle is a clean sheet build. There is not a single nut and bolt in relation or similar or being used by the Defender. This is Jim Ratcliffe's own vision of how a utility vehicle should be.
Yes, I mean, Land Rover would beg to differ, and that's why they've sued Defender. Taking your speak quite a few times. Vexatious.
Sour grapes.
Cool. Let's move on. That's really helpful. Thank you very much, Aktar. Right, next question from Dedek, also an Instagram follower.
Yeah.
Actually, YouTube follower. He said, would the rear lights have day running lights too?
No, DLRs in the UK, they're only the front lights, depending on which market or region you may be.
He's international.
Yeah, so depending on, for example, Sweden used to have DLR daylight running lights back from the 50s, 60s, so it's region specific. So you have to confirm with your
dealership.
DVLA, dealership or DVLA or the equivalent in your country.
Okay, perfect. Thanks for that. Next question: will the diesel, i.e., DPF, have an indicator or a way of knowing if it's running out, or if it needs to be changed, or if you need to go for a longer drive?
The vehicle will notify you that you need to take it for a bit of a drive. Again, because the vehicle it's a B57, B58, BMW sourced engines, the diesel versions, it will tell you when you need to start doing a long drive. So it's a 20 minutes on the motorway, just clears it out. You do get warned about 3 times before you need to start doing something about it.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
The quicker you can do it, the better at the end of the day. I mean, if you're in town, obviously you're driving at low speeds, but there will be occasions when you have to go for a bit of a longer drive. Just use that opportunity just to drive it in third gear, 20 minutes or so, clear it all out.
Awesome. This is a customer service question. Some of my viewers have said they've tried to access your customer service, they found it challenging. Is that because you guys are just so busy, you've got a lot going on, or are there tips for getting in touch with them?
It's just busy. It's just the amount of volume in terms of as the vehicle's about to be launched and delivered and what have you, the interest has gone up from the people who have already placed reservations and deposits. Or deposits soon to be paid. So yeah, my only advice would be just use the normal channels, drop them an email. It's logged. They will go through it one by one. But, maybe they can speak to yourselves and you can collate what the most common questions are. You can ask me and I'll tell you.
We'll do that. We'll keep doing that. Aktar is a really good guy. Okay, next question. Do you have any updates on the price for the utility and station wagon? And is the base price, as we know, for the utility still 48k? Because that is very important to many of us.
$1 million question. Prices will be announced towards the end of the month. So with regards to the figures that you quoted me, 48,000, everything will be announced. I'm not trying to be vague. You are being vague, though. I don't want to lie to you or I don't want to be held accountable if I say it's going to be this price. I mean, the figure you quoted, that's the figure we've been quoted as well.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, with regards to 48, all the prices for all the variations of the vehicle or the variants will be announced end of the month. Just keep an eye out for like social media, or if you have an INEOS account, check your emails, check your inbox and what have you. So it's incoming.
Okay, fair enough. So Aktar has tried to answer that very, very important and challenging question as best as possible. And what I got from Aktar basically is 48k is potentially consistent with what they've been told. So I think that's probably reassuring to know that the commercial level, which is not this one, the commercial model will be potentially 48k. But watch out for news coming out in April, end of the month. We should have more information on the pricing.
We'll have the variants that we've been told about is the 2-seat commercial, the 5-seat commercial, and the 5-seat passenger.
Yes.
So the one that you see behind me is the 5-seat passenger.
Yes.
But the difference with the 5-seat commercial is the rear bench will be 80mm further forward.
Okay.
Backrest will be more upright. You can get a Euro pallet in the back.
Okay.
Payload and prices and what have you will all be confirmed at that point in time. So yeah, just sit tight. I know people just want answers, but unfortunately
we'll keep digging.
I want answers. I can answer you.
Are you buying? Are you
I'm
going to buy
put
it?
a reservation down on one. I don't know when I'm going to get it. I don't know how I'm going to pay for it, but I'll worry about that
Okay,
later.
fair enough.
Only because I love it. Only because I love it. It's just going to outlast me, which sounds horrible, but it's just built to do a job. It's built to last.
All right.
Which goes against like modern manufacturing and automotive process of buying a car in 3 years.
Yes.
Buying another one. Whereas here, this vehicle will do 15 years plus in a commercial setting. That's pure reviews.
I mean, to be honest, it sounds like it. And it's built on purpose to do that, but I'm sure once we get our hands on it, we'll be testing it to see that. But to be honest, many videos I've seen online of it being tried, it stood up to the challenges it's been put through.
Yeah.
So
about 1 million miles of testing so far.
yes.
I mean, yeah, that's going to keep continuing.
And Toto Wolff was involved in the final one as well, wasn't he?
Sorry?
Toto Wolff, the Mercedes team principal.
Yeah.
She's incredible.
Yeah. So I mean, again, it's just people love it.
Yeah.
I mean, people who watch this channel know what the car's all about. It's just literally the best of the best engineering. If you had a blank piece of paper like you have in your hand and you could say, right, I'm going to use this company for engines, I'm going to use this company for gearbox, and this Grenadier didn't exist, it would end up looking like the Grenadier. So it's like literally one man's purpose. It's not him listening to his marketing department, his accountants, his shareholders, whoever it may be. It's like, no, I want to build the car that I want to build, and it's going to be to my specifications. So
Good.
yeah, it has all the hallmarks of being an icon.
All right, thank you. Now we'll take a short break and then come back to the questions later. Thank you. Okay, we're back from our short break, and I've still got Aktar here to answer our questions.
Hi.
Now, next question is, will the dealerships be offering flexible payment plans and other schemes when buying Grenadier?
No.
For that price, no?
No. Santander will be the finance house, as it were, that will be offering various finance options, PCP, hire purchase, whatever it may be. So, depending on your circumstances, you just tell them how much you want to spend, how much you've got to spend monthly, they'll just work everything out. So, yes, there will be flexible payment options.
Okay. So we will come to you, sit down on a desk or somewhere with you, with one of your guys and ladies, and then they'll have the system and they'll do everything.
Yeah, exactly like you normally purchase a vehicle, whether it's a hire purchase, whether it's PCP, business, whatever it may be. Give them the figures. It's Endeavour who are the agents in Chiswick.
Yes.
Sit down with one of their guys, Mark for example, and they'll just go through all the figures and just give you a price.
Okay.
So you do have the options, you have various payment options as you need based on your circumstances.
Thank you for that, Aktar. Whilst you're on that, actually, I just remembered now. Do we know or do we have a rough idea of how many dealerships there will be in London or around the country?
So at present, I think there's about 24 dealerships in the UK. They're all region specific. So we're going over to Ireland next week. So we've got one in Northern Ireland, one in Dublin, in the Republic of Ireland. But in the UK or in the UK, as it were, there's 24, and they cover various regions across the country. So you will not be far from a service agent, a agent, Ineos agent, or a repair centre as well.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Next question. And this is a question I really want, because I love overlanding. The question is, do we know when the double cab version will be released?
If you go on the website,
Yes.
you will see that there is another version greyed out.
Yes, it is.
Looks like a double cab.
Yes, it does.
So I would say, again, it's just an estimate from my perspective, but I would say about 12 to 18 months before it's announced and released. What it is, they're extending the wheelbase, and then they're going to have to increase the wheelbase to accommodate the bed as well. Otherwise, if they kept the existing wheelbase as it is with a bed, if you towed anything, you'll be doing wheelies down the road. So they need to extend the wheelbase for that reason.
I see. Okay.
And there will be other versions thereafter, I would imagine, because once they've extended the chassis,
Yes.
what is your...
It's a platform for other things.
Exactly.
Okay. So, yeah, just to check that then, Aktar. So, are you saying 12 to 18 months from now, or we will know 12 to 18 months before it's ready?
I mean, the vehicle's already in development at this point in time. They want it to have the same technical specifications as the station wagon behind us. So, for that fact alone, once the prices are announced, once production starts, say another 12 to 18 months before you start seeing the pickup versions.
Okay.
Again, this is a pure estimate.
Fair enough.
From my point of view,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
from the information I've spoken from people, various
Gotcha.
people, I can't name who they are.
Gotcha. Okay.
Top secret people.
Top secret
like
people.
yourself.
Aww. Thanks, Aktar. So I think what will happen there is I'll just keep a close eye on what's happening, and then I'll maybe find a way to find out some information on when we should expect the double cab version, because I think it's going to be really, really exciting for those of us who want to do more overlanding. We need more space. We want to build a kitchen in there or something, or fridge and all sorts. So we'll see. Toilet. There you go. But also, I'm really keen on getting campers and putting a camper on the bed. That's for me. That would be an ideal situation.
Actual roof tent.
So those attachable campers, you can take the bed rack, the bed off,
right,
and then get a camper that has like kitchen and sleeping area, and attach it to the chassis. If it's possible to lift the bed rack off, that would be a sweet thing to do.
Watch this space.
Woo! All right. Okay. You heard it here first. Watch this space. Cool. Next question. One of Grenadier, that's it. One of the Grenadiers I've seen online has 35 inches tires on it. Can you confirm if that had any modifications done to it to fit 35? I didn't think that was challenging.
So, if you look at the stud pattern on the Grenadiers, they're a 6-bolt pattern.
Yes.
They are the most popular off-roading bolt pattern for alloys, aftermarket wheels, tyres, whatever it may be. So, with regard to the 35-inch diameter circumference, it shouldn't 35-inch diameter, I should say. I don't think there would have been many modifications. The vehicle is supposed to be the most modular type of vehicle possible. Whatever pops into
like a Defender.
Whatever pops into your mind.
Yes.
They'll make it.
That's really cool.
But that's the whole thing of
yeah.
it. It's like they give you the base vehicle.
Yes.
Whatever you want to do with it,
yes.
the options will be out there, or someone else will think of it and
yes.
do the same thing and manufacture it. So,
yes.
with regards to your answer, with regards to 35-inch wheel, I believe, and again, this is me just using pure guesswork. No, not guesswork. Scientific evaluation. I would say because of the bolt patterns and what have you, it's just a standard fit. But again, keep an eye out for further news from yourself, Lex.
Thank you, Aktar. But to be honest, I do agree with that, and that's why I wanted to ask the question, because I sort of closely analysed that video, and it didn't seem as though much had been done to it. And I think that's incredible. I mean, for those of us who want to go serious off-roading, to not have to do much modifications, to put the 35 on, no trimming, nothing. I think that could be incredible.
The current car, you've got the 17-inch stills, the 18-inch stills. Again, depends on your type of usage for the vehicle.
Yes.
So, for example, your pickup just outside,
yes.
it's got huge tyres.
It's got huge, I agree.
They're absolutely huge. I don't know how big they are, but they look huge. But if you're using it heavily off-road, the thing is, I would suggest a 17-inch steel wheel because you've got more sidewall, so you can release more air pressure, so you can increase your footprint if you're in muddy conditions. 18-inch will give you a slightly sharper handling and steering, but we're talking very, very marginal degrees of separation. But it's more aesthetics.
Gotcha. It is.
And you have less sidewalls, so it becomes less functional if you are going to be taking it off-road. But again, we're only talking a difference of an inch. If you're a proper hardcore off-roader, getting stuck, going into places you shouldn't go, go for the 17s.
Gotcha. There you go. Technical details already mentioned there. But I think for most of us, and I must say, I think, you know, those huge, and I can see my Land Rover over there, it's partly largely aesthetics. It just looks good with big wheels on. And
people of a certain age will remember Tonka toys. It's not my age, I'm middle aged, but like Tonka toys. Google Tonka toys, you'll get an idea. But I mean, your Defender, Ineos, it's like a big Tonka toy. And
all right, okay,
it's functional.
Yes.
So
good. Thanks, Aktar. Next question. Will we get a list of suppliers from which modification parts will be covered within the warranty?
So again, everything's going to be announced in April, early April we've been told. Options prices will be added along with how you can further your reservation if you place a reservation already, which moves you to the deposit phase. But with regards to the options prices, these are the things that will be supplied by Ineos. Once the vehicle is launched, they are working with other third-party manufacturers and accessory outfits to become Ineos approved. So that will come once the vehicle is launched. So it's all incoming now. With regards to exact specifics and details, I couldn't say how it's going to work.
You sure you don't want to give us? You don't want to spill something?
Not just yet.
Cool.
Yeah, so the way the format works with regards to other accessories, they will be out soon.
Okay.
And they will be Ineos approved.
Okay.
And the thing is, like any other utility vehicle off-roader, there's a whole ecosystem of accessories and parts that are available for it. So stick with Ineos parts. We know they work.
Good. But I must say, this actually, I think this is one of the most exciting things. One of the many exciting things about this Ineos build, it's the fact that from day one, they have been working with the aftermarket companies. So, you know, everything is built on purpose to fit and to work collaboratively with everything. So I think that's really impressive to know that, you know, you won't be taking risks effectively buying aftermarket parts.
No, I mean, it's overly engineered. It's literally, it's just incredible the amount of thought and attention that's gone into the vehicle. I'm very sceptical about cars.
Yeah, are you?
But I like this car. Even I'm putting a reservation down on it. I don't know when I'll get it, but I'm putting a reservation.
I would have thought you'd have done one by now. Why haven't you done it yet?
Have you seen my bank account?
All right, say no more. Cool. Let's move on. So we're almost there. Only 2 more questions to go. Aktar's been very, very patient with me. Right.
You've been patient with me. And your viewers as well.
Thank you. Are you able to confirm if we will get a 3 to 4 year warranty and unlimited mileage from purchasing once we buy the Grenadier?
Again, from the information I've been told, it's going to be very, very favourable to the customer.
Okay.
So, pick a number.
I'll pick the number.
Tell me if it's correct once they launch the vehicle and announce the prices. But again, the warranty periods, the prices, the fuel consumption figures. Once you place your reservation, your deposit, then it moves. That will tell you your build date. That will all be made available towards the end of the month. I know I keep going on about towards the end of the month.
Yes.
We try to get bits of information from various people.
Okay.
And we try and distill all that information down to what is pretty concrete in terms of how it's going to be. But we've been told it's very favourable. So your number that you had in your head. Okay. What is it?
I've gone for 5 years.
Okay.
So that's my number.
Yeah.
I can see your face. I don't know if you're smiling or not. I don't know what you're
We should
thinking.
play poker.
Okay, then we'll play.
Yeah. So yeah, just yeah. You'll
I'm
be,
going
you'll
for
be,
5.
You'll be suitably impressed.
Okay.
As well as well.
Okay.
And your viewers. So.
Okay.
The thing is, he doesn't have any heritage in the sense of he doesn't have. This is his first vehicle.
Yes.
It has to be good.
Yes, it has
It
to.
cannot be compromised in any way, shape, or form.
Yes.
It has to be the best out there. So, from the engineering standpoint, we know how good it is. BMW engines, ZF transmissions, the Carrara axles. Magna Steyr have been developing the vehicle since its inception, so they know how to build. They know they've been building G-wagons for decades now. So all their experiences have gone into this. So they have built the best car they can. And with regards to after service and the warranties, again, they have to be class leading. Anything less than that, it's not going to put people off, judging by the amount of reservations we've had. We've had over.
But people will ask questions.
People will ask questions.
Yes.
Yeah, and absolutely. And at the end of the day, the warranty will reflect the belief in the product.
Gotcha. That's good. To be honest, I mean, there isn't much to say. I think it's exciting that it has gotten to this stage. I think it's incredible what has been achieved to date. And if we go by the achievements to date, you know, you ought to have confidence that they will do what they say they will do.
I mean, bear in mind, just over 4 years ago, they sat in the pub and said, right, let's build our own car company. We've had 2 years of COVID in between, and if you literally look at the amount of people, you might have to just sweep around, but we've had dozens of people come in today, just literally today.
Okay.
We've been on tour for like 6.5 weeks. Every day we're at a different agent, a different venue, different customers, and every single person from 9 in the morning till 5 at night has the same reaction as you. Oh my god, this is everything I've ever wanted from a car. Every type of scenario, it's going to get rid of a couple of cars because I can take the kids to school in it. It's not going to fall off the road if it starts raining or snowing.
What's going to happen actually if you're driving on the motorway? It's got anti-sway bars in it.
Yeah. It'll have your traction control, your ABS, all anti-sway for trailering as well.
All right.
So it will be as comfortable on the road as it is good off-road.
Okay. Okay, good. I've got an almost final question, and then I'll ask a
Promise.
big question. Big question to Aktar. Cool. Do you have an idea of the trims that will be used in the production model?
So you have a 2-seat commercial, a 5-seat commercial, and a 5-seat passenger. So standard trim will be the Recaro seats, the standard front and rear. That's the grey interior that you may have already seen already. You'll have a black Napa leather option. Now, they've tried to streamline not the production but like your options as best as possible. So if you go for the commercial version, you have rubber floors. On the passenger version you can have rubber floors as well, or you can have carpets. So they've cut down all the options, so in terms of simplicity and production costs and just ease of use, they've made it as easy as possible. So regardless of whether you go for a commercial or passenger version, you'll have the same Recaro seats. You just choose if you want carpet or rubber floors with the drain plugs underneath. And then if you go for the passenger version, the full passenger version as it were, you can have carpets and leather interior.
Okay. That actually brings us to the end of this Q&A. So I'm going to ask Aktar to kindly show us around the Grenadier and talk us through what we're looking at here.
Okay.
Is that okay, Aktar?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll stop this recording and then we'll start in the next phase. Just give Aktar a bit of a break. I've been giving him a hard time. So
he's been grilling me. I don't even work here.
I know. Cool.